Welcome to another A and B horror movies. I am Ben.
And I'm Aaron.
Ben from the couch this week. Um, and this week we are going to talk about, we're going to talk about all the Exorcist films, but we're going to end with, or begin with, our review of The Exorcist Believer.
Yes, so we'll save some time for that. So we've got the
Yeah.
movies and maybe the book.
You ever got
Uh,
the book?
yeah, if I had
Always
known in
very
advance, I would have done a different background. Maybe change the angle. I don't know. Hmm.
I'm just
Next
I'm in
time.
the middle of at the minute. Top secret project that
Ah, very exciting. Sounds classified.
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we thought maybe what we could rank the movies, but why don't we just go in order and we've got to talk about the original, right? The classic, one of the scariest movies ever made. Awesome book, which I ended up picking up
Yeah.
picking up a copy thanks to your recommendation.
I wish there was kind of more some of the stuff in the original film that was taken a bit more from this book with the
Hmm.
whole build up to the exorcism. There was a lot more sort of spooky bits in this where furniture was moving and stuff. I know that does happen in the film, but it was
Yeah.
kind of a settled, more slower build. But I suppose the Exorcist is quite a slow burn anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the pacing in the book kind of matches what's in the film. A lot of it is
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
It does sort of go in order chronologically. Why don't we talk about a little bit about some of the editions we've got of the first one? The
Yeah, cool.
I've got the 4K one here, which is quite cool. With if I line it up, she'll look like me. Um,
4K Steelbook.
nice. That's cool. Is this the same? I
Yeah.
don't know if it's 4K. I do have the same steelbook, right?
That's
Uh,
it's the US 4K, isn't it?
I don't know if this is 4K.
Oh
Let me
man, I
check.
prefer that version.
Yours definitely is. It says 4K.
Yeah,
Let me see.
prefer that case there. That's cool, the red.
I don't think it is 4K. No, it's
Um,
just the Blu-ray. Cool edition. I mean, this one definitely is 4K. I
yeah,
don't know the artwork there. And then of course I got the Blu-ray. I thought I had one more
yeah.
copy of it, but I guess I
Blu-ray
only have three. What else you got?
and the Blu-ray box set with all
Ah,
four.
very cool. Yeah, I mean,
And
I
then
think it's one of those movies that never gets old, right? Go ahead, I cut you off.
no, I was saying, and then another edition that we will talk about.
Okay, we can come back to that. Okay, so
Yeah,
I think we're both in agreement. Great movie, very scary, stands up well, holds up well, never gets old.
fantastic. Yeah,
Fantastic film. Yep.
I think it is so. It was so well made. It was ahead of its time.
Hmm.
And the fact that way it was filmed and the special effects. Well, I say special effects. There wasn't a special effects. It was all um,
Practical, right?
practical. Yeah,
Yeah.
from even from the cold breath where they refrigerate the room.
Hmm.
Not that I've
Hmm.
watched the making film about 100 times, but
True, true. Kind of
and I thought,
like the Titanic. I joke.
yeah, but how good did Max von Sydow look? How they made him mold
Oh yeah,
in it? Because if you watch Flash Gordon and see him in as Ming the Merciless,
he's
he's a lot younger than he.
definitely not that old. Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yes.
Um, I've got to ask, what's your favorite moment in the movie?
Um, I don't know if I've got like a favorite moment. I love the slow burn of how
Mhm.
it goes. Do you know what I mean? The others sort of missed with how fast. But I don't know. Yeah, there is some. I will say I love the scene when Father Karras first walks in and she's strapped to the bed and she's like, "What a lovely day for an exorcism." That
Oh yeah,
is,
that's good. Yes. One subtle moment that I really like is when she's talking to the astronaut at the party and she says, "You're going to die up there."
yeah, that's brilliant. Really
That
creepy.
was very cool moment, right?
Yeah, that is.
Uh,
I
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I was just going to say I love the little bits that what when Chris McNeil says, "Oh, why are you in my bed?" And she's like, "My bed was shaking," and
Mhm.
stuff, just little stuff like that. And yeah,
Right, right. And the
I love it.
mother's kind of like, go back to bed, right? Go
Yeah,
to sleep. All right, we've got to talk a little bit about yeah, The Exorcist 2.
yeah.
A
I've
bit of a
just said,
miss, kind of a slow, I don't know, slow burn.
yeah, I watched this. Who's They had a really big actor in it, didn't they?
Uh,
Linda Blair was in it, and
yep,
who played
Linda
the father?
Blair. Let's see,
Bert
Richard Burton.
Burton, yeah. Which I think he said it was one of the worst roles he had. And I think I see an interview the other day where Linda Blair was saying we missed the chance by miles with it. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what completely ailed it. Some films just don't translate well to the screen. I don't know if it was rushed.
I think
Um,
she said it was completely different to what the script she read. And then,
oh, ultimately? Huh.
yeah, Warner Bros. Changed it. She said the script that she read
Hmm.
was amazing. But yeah,
Cool cover at least.
yeah. I remember watching The Exorcist, and I was like, as soon as I see The Exorcist, it was my favourite film. Scared the crap out of me when I was younger. But then I was looking not long after I
Yep.
started work, I found like The Exorcist 2, and I was like, oh my God, they made a second one. It's going to be amazing. And it was so crap.
And it
Unbelievable.
wasn't. Yeah. Oh man, it's kind of all over the place. Let's move on then.
Yeah.
Exorcist 3, I actually really like this one.
Yeah. It was,
Got the Scream Factory edition here.
I haven't got anything that good. I've just got like as I said, the box set with,
We've got, yeah, yeah, okay, cool. I forgot to bring it. It's upstairs. I just got the Arrow
yeah.
edition of The Exorcist 3 because I thought the artwork was really cool. And I used our promo code of AB Horror to get what is it, 10% off.
Give it a use.
It's
If you can.
upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
my favorite moment in this is when in the hospital, right? When that person walks across the hallway with
yeah.
is it like
Sound
shears
was
or
like,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's great.
Um, the bloke in this who played, oh, terrible names. He played
Let's see.
Spectre. He was in The Changeling, I believe, and he plays the inspector that is supposed to be the inspector from
Oh, George C.
the.
Scott. George C.
Yeah,
Scott. It's in this. Yes.
yeah. That's it. And he was supposed to be the inspector from the first movie.
Hmm.
Um, I quite like that. I didn't really look at it as an Exorcist sequel because it didn't seem grounded enough for me.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the whole point of Father Karras was dead to bring him back to look like the demon.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
could see that.
It's a good film. I do like the film. It was a
It,
really good film.
it's better than the second though. I will
Definitely,
admit that. Um,
definitely, definitely.
my little dog is right here. I don't know why she's interested. Do you like The Exorcist? See if I can grab her. Say hi, Harley. Do you like The Exorcist? Like she's freaked out.
You should have called her Reagan.
Come here, Reagan. Reagan. We named her Harley, so maybe next time. All right. Shall we do it? Shall we go right to Believer, or do you want to talk about the ones in
Um,
between?
well, we've got the beginning and the Dominion, which were I think Dominion was
Mhm.
released in the cinema, and they released it but scrapped it and then reshot with for the beginning, I believe, which
Yeah,
had
there was. Go ahead.
Skarsgård in, not Bill Skarsgård. It was one of the older Skarsgård bloke that was supposed to
Uh,
play young Father Merrin,
hmm,
which kind of went the same way as the second film, The Heretic, with it was in Africa or somewhere, and there was like a load of plague of blah blah, and it wasn't great, was it? It was better than the Dominion, but it wasn't great.
I honestly don't remember either of them. I know I saw them. I
I'm better than the
probably
head.
yeah, better than the Heretic. I probably should have watched them ahead of this video, but that would have been too much pre-planning. I don't
Yeah,
think I own either of them,
you
but
didn't
maybe I
really.
should
I mean, the
sit.
beginning was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
It was
Well,
a.
if you're watching and you're a fan of either of those films, let us know
Yeah,
if we should
let us know. Let
check
us
them
know.
out and get a even get a copy. Go as far as you can probably only get them on DVD, but hmm. They didn't even make your box set.
The box set. There's a box set.
Or are they in the box set?
Yeah,
Oh,
you've
they are.
got.
Okay.
This is one, two, three, four, five films. Yeah. So
Okay. So they are all there. I
no,
stand
you haven't
corrected.
got the beginning. I'm sorry, you haven't got. Oh, yes, you have got the beginning. I don't know what I'm on about. There's six films in there, and I don't know why I'm reading it with one eye. But yeah, there's
Six
six in all.
films. Did we miss one?
Uh, uh, well, the reason there's six films there is the original cut. Then there's
Oh, the
the
director's
Exorcist,
cut, right? Of the
Void of War,
first.
then we've
Oh,
got
okay,
the
okay, okay.
three beginning and the six. However, yeah,
Maybe we should edit this part out.
yeah,
Okay, we got to do it. First off, I'm going to start with Believer and this really cool edition that I got from Best
that is a
Buy.
cool still. Probably the
Maybe
best
one,
thing.
yeah, maybe one of the last Best Buy editions we will get.
Quite cool though. It's one of the last editions, and you got it.
Yeah, and it's got, whoops, the inside is just the case, but it's got the girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the back here. What do you have? What edition do you have of this one? You own
Mine
a
is
copy,
just
right?
a yeah. Mine is just a Blu-ray edition with
Oh, cool
that
slipcover though.
stupid
And
body and the blood or
and
whatever.
it's your favorite scene in the movie.
Great, isn't it? I will say, when I first see this, and before I see that stupid scene in the church on that first trailer, I actually thought the girls look the makeup was cool.
Yes. Oh yeah, and the
I've-
contacts, like the clear
yeah,
eyes and yeah.
but
So maybe we could split it up in two parts. The first half of the movie was great. Then it just kind of went off and I don't know. Um,
I do. The only bit I didn't like about the first half
mhm,
was the first segment, which was that in Africa or somewhere like that,
I think so, yeah.
where she has
I
the
forget.
girl and she ends up. I can't remember their names, but the mum ends up passing away. Sad, but um,
Oh, the earthquake,
that didn't.
Haiti, right? I think they were in Haiti.
That's it. But that didn't deliver to me the way that the scene in the original with Father Merrin in Iraq did, where everything was like dark, light, evil. You had the
Yep.
blokey working in the what's it, and he had one white eye, one normal eye,
Hmm.
seeing figures in white robes and figures in dark. Right, it was all good and evil, like, and give you that sort of feeling what was going. And then he found the little Pazuzu head, and he knew what was coming, and that I liked. A big setup where
Yes.
this was
Yep.
just
Yeah, I mean, I think they were trying to be colossal, right? Sort of a big intro, the earthquake and the drama
yeah.
of it all. Yeah, I'm kind of with
I
you on that.
kind of get as well. I don't know if I'm the only one with this. The father of I don't know his name of right. The father of I'm getting mixed up who's what now. That's how great it is.
The father of one of the girls? I don't know the girls'
Yeah.
names.
Um, which one? The one where her mum dies at the start.
Yes. And no,
All right.
Angela, right?
Is it Angela?
Yeah, I think
Her
so.
father did not seem that bothered that his daughter was possessed and doing the stuff that she was doing.
Hmm.
Even when the exorcism was going on, he did not seem that bothered.
Maybe
In
he
my eyes,
maybe he was distracted.
yeah, maybe. done his head in. She didn't put the bins out. That would piss me off. But but that was to that sort of point. I thought, all right, they're bringing all these religions together, and yeah.
Mhm.
Also, is that? I think I'm on the right. Started thinking about the beginning one then, so but then you had portals opening up on the ceiling and
Yeah.
weird stuff. And even in a film like the old one, where her head does 360, it still seemed more realistic and grounded than this did.
Yes. Yeah, I've yet to see a portal open in any ceiling that I've ever been under. Um,
Yeah.
but that's not to say it couldn't happen. Um,
Well,
I will say huge shout out to the neighbor, right? She's the trash police. Like if you don't bring your trash cans in,
yeah,
she's a nurse.
yeah. She was a
Clear
nun.
she was a nun. She can perform exorcisms. I mean, who needs a priest
This is another thing.
when you got a
This is
next door neighbor like Judith, whatever her name is?
this film is called The Exorcist Believer. Right.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I just want to point out to everybody there is clearly Exorcist in this title. Where was the actual Exorcist in this film?
I think I found him. He's right there.
Yeah, but
I'm
he,
kidding.
he
I
didn't
don't know who that is.
he didn't show up in the film, did he?
No, no. If
And
any,
then when the
eh,
priest come in, at
yeah,
what didn't even. He's like, oh, let's get involved now because I'm feeling a bit like,
left
and
out, right?
anyone seen this film? I
Yep.
don't know if I don't want to ruin it for people that might like it.
Well, I think we can say that his moment is short-lived after
Yeah.
hesitating for a little bit, and then he's like, "Oh, maybe
Oh,
I'll
that's
help
what you
out,"
get.
and
Yeah,
then
that's
that
what
was
you
it.
get for shitting it and sitting in the car, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, for real, right? Why'd you sit in the car for so long? That's why I said, thank God for that neighbor. I wish I should have looked up her first name now that I'm making such a joke about it.
But then, like, when he comes back and his daughter's missing, and his neighbours took these voodoo kind of priestesses into his house without asking, and he's like,
Yes.
stubbornly leave. I'd have been like, "What are you?
What are you doing in
What's
my house? Imagine
that
coming
was
home and your neighbors in your
that was
house.
his house.
What's that?
That wasn't the other house.
No, it was his house. That was Angela's dad. He came home
That was
and the
yeah.
neighbor had like I don't like you said the voodoo priestess like using sage and what do you call it? Purifying the house. What do you call it? Cleansing the house. And he was just like, "Can you get out of my house?" But I think I would react a little bit differently to that, like you said. Like, what are you doing in my house? I mean, you can mow my lawn, you can do the spring cleanup outside, but just
Take the
don't come.
bins out.
You can take my garbage. Don't bring them in.
Bins in. Bins in. But
Yeah, the trash police.
how bad is that when the most of the film we can remember is the trash? But
Trash
what did you think
cans.
of the whole return of Ellen Burstyn's? Is it Burstyn's character returning?
Well, I don't like the way they handled it. I think what happened to her was a little ridiculous. And then her reaction to that just seemed like, oh, well, I guess I'll never do that again, but I'm just going to sit here and be happy in the corner. Um, I feel like that would be a much more traumatic experience.
So this is no way me
Mm,
digging at anyone's age and saying if you're such an age, don't do anything because I'm not. But she's obviously getting on. She's chilled now.
for sure.
She's been through an ordeal in the first one.
Right.
So why would you decide to go to this place where you know how bad it's going to be? Then
Mm,
she goes, and the thing that really got me,
mhm.
it's kind of the things that pissed me off with this film that I remember that stabbed her eyes out.
I was trying to keep it on the DL, but yes,
So
she loses her
is
eye.
this what I didn't get is she hasn't seen Reagan for years. Not seen her for years. Don't know what she looks like. then gets her eyes stabbed out, and Reagan turns up to see her when she can't see it
When she
anymore.
can't see,
Yes,
some
it.
irony there. Could play the Alanis
Oh,
Morissette
I
song.
don't know, mate. Maybe I've seen a lot of people say this was quite good.
She's a yeah. I mean, I love Ellen Burstyn. She's a very talented actress. She was so good in Requiem for a Dream.
She was in the Wicker Man remake, I believe, with
Oh yeah, but let's not talk about that one.
big man, big. But
Although I am curious, so if anyone is still with us and watching our video, I would like to know what you think of Believer, and if you'd give it I guess, a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because I'm kind of in the middle of the road.
it's
So I
all
got to
right.
admit, I didn't hate it. It was fine. I watched it on a Sunday afternoon. It was a chill movie viewing, held my interest enough. I probably won't
Oh,
ever rewatch it.
I'm gonna have to add. I
Now,
did.
now you can share your opinion of it.
I've watched. I've probably shared enough, but I've watched it roughly 2.5 times. The first time
Mm,
was in the cinema because we had free tickets,
right.
and I kind of thought, right, I'm gonna. Was I harsh on it because it wasn't what I expected? So
Mm.
stupidly went and bought it. Um, and then I started watching it and remembering stupid bits of why I hated it, and just
Don't
stupid stuff with the portal in the sky, and then she's in a ghost world, and tell me, like I said, the first one had head spinning and statues appearing on the bed and beds lifting, and still grounded. I'm waving arms now. It's getting me
I
angry.
know, I know, I know. You got some strong words in there. There was a little bit of a head spin in this one.
Was there?
Doesn't the
Oh,
priest get his head spun around? He just doesn't survive it. I mean, full spoilers here. If you
the,
haven't seen it by now, you're probably not
the
going to.
only real priest that is all out, all out God in the movie walks in and gets his head spun round. The only
Missed out on the portal and everything.
sort of exist that when he could be bothered to turn up, which yes,
That's
everyone's
why
going to
I'm
say.
saying, imagine if the neighbor wasn't there. Then who knows what would have happened in the movie.
Here's a question for you: would you trust any of your neighbours to do an exorcism for you?
Can we edit my answer out? Probably not, but I could probably think of a few trash police.
Mine would probably cause it.
I'm joking. You would what?
Mine would probably cause it. They'd probably end up chucking something from the garden. I would pick that up and be cursed or something. No more luck.
All right, maybe
Oh,
we should
Florence is.
wrap things up.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Give Dave down the road this board game. He wants to know if you want it. Oh, cheers. Ouija board.
Oh, the Ouija board. Yeah, stay away from those. They're never good. Let's see. I guess that's it. Our take on the Exorcist films, including Believer. It's been a long time coming. It took me a while to watch Believer. Ben, actually, I think you're the one who said, just watch it and let me know what you think. Actually, and my brother said, you've got to watch it. You run a horror YouTube channel, you're all over horror movies. How can you not watch the newest Exorcist film? So,
Oh, or maybe I'm being too harsh. It doesn't matter now he's been sacked. But I don't know if that
I
means
don't
the end. Is that the end of it? Is that something we're not getting it now?
I don't know. Do you think, yeah, the director was fired. Do you think it will get the trilogy? I guess it's
I
to
think
be
they should
determined.
hire me, and I'll get another director to come on with me, and we'll make a proper sequel
Yep.
without stupid portals in the sky.
I yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we never get another one, but I guess we'll see.
Is it Blumhouse?
Maybe it'll come out
Blumhouse,
with
mate?
the new Scream when the new Scream comes out. Um, maybe we'll get a new Exorcist.
There won't be no Scream. They're done.
No, I've heard that. Yeah, right. My running joke is even Ghostface said he's not coming back for the next one.
He's had enough.
All right,
But
cool.
yeah,
Let's
let us
let's
know in the comments anyway what you thought, and
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me if I'm overreacting. And
And let's wrap it up, I guess. Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you'd like to cover us to cover in a future video, and we will consider it. And over to you, Ben, for the closing.
yeah, thanks for watching and sticking around while Aaron kindly said he didn't like the film, and I let it have it. Yeah, cheers for watching. Go to Instagram, Fox over there. Where are we? Oh, A&B Horror Movies. And thanks for watching it and following us. And catch us next time when hopefully we'll have better words to say.
Better movies to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Bye, everyone.